Kia ora everyone, no mai, haere mai, and welcome Sky Broadband Rapid League for your Friday evening. The Tokomanawa Queens hosting the Northern BBNZ Kāhu in a blinder to kick off round 8 of Tauihi League. That's flying by. Maya Williamson here, joined by Kaysen Bookman. Kaysen, hello, welcome. We're excited to be here tonight.
Oh, we're stoked to be here. I'm excited to see if the Kāhu can get something going, carry on that momentum from their last Rapid League win.
2 wins in a row now for the Kāhu, and they started off not so winless. How do you think that's feeling for them heading into today, back-to-back wins?
Well, it's got to bring some confidence, and they're going to need it on the road here because this is a tough place to win against this tough, very tough Queens squad.
Well, speaking of tough teams, they are top of the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. We'll take a look at that shortly. They have lost 1 game, Kaysen, and have won 6 on the bounce. There they are, right at the top and on the other end of the ladder. 2 and 6 for the Kāhu.
Yeah, it's not looking great, but if they can get a win here tonight, they're just going to inch their way up closer and closer, 1 game at a time, you know, but coming back from 2 and 6 is going to be tough.
Of course, no playoff appearance will be made for the Kāhu this year, and they put themselves out of contention, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the away team's starting 5. There they are in their blue. Anderson, Schroeder, Morton-Jones, Tuilave, and Tinney. A very consistent lineup across the season, Case.
Yeah, absolutely right. You've got your tried and true in Anderson and Morton-Jones, and Tinney coming back this season. So they have been pretty much the core here for the Kāhu thus far.
It's been great to see them returning. Of course, some local Auckland girls as well. Let's take a look at the Tokomanawa Queens. Burrows, Hippolyte, Basham, Tuileu, and Rogers. A notable disappearance from that list is Palace Hokianga, who's been elevated to the starting 5 tonight. So they're going to have to find a way to adjust without her.
Exactly right. I mean, coming into this game, she was the all-time leading Rapid League scorer, which is a big task for a teenager.
I think Asia Anderson's been right on her tail on that list as well, so maybe we'll have another leading scorer as we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. And really, it's splitting hairs in all those stat categories, and then, of course, the young guns match up between Briley Rogers and Eva Schroeder.
Yeah, absolutely right. Points per game is going to be the key. Kāhu have got to find a way to get a little bit more on the board if they want to have a chance here against the Queens.
2 big names at the bottom there. Briley Rogers in a breakout season with the Queens, and Eva Schroeder scored double digits in the last 3 of 4 games. We take a look at the Bartercard officials, Hayden Pipe, Sam Pan, and Amy Jo Clark, as we get ready to tip things off here in Porirua. What a place to be for your Friday evening. Here is Callum Welch, 2024 NBL Referee of the Year. Not a bad wee achievement there, Casey.
Do they get a trophy?
You'd think so.
Surely.
Where's our Commentator of the Year award? Not that I'd win it, but you know, put
You
in a
might.
case.
You might.
Here we go, underway Sky Broadband and Rapid League for your Friday evening, and it is the Kāhu. Their first possession, running a lot through Emma K. Schroeder, who's their current leading scorer. Tinney gets to the rim, somehow tried to make it work, but no good for their first possession. Here come the Queens. Picture perfect start things off.
Yeah, playing with pace, coming off right off the bat. Great transition offense.
It's going to be something the Kāhu need to stop tonight, Kaysen. Anderson. Schroeder now to Tinney. Tinney tries to go one better this time and does.
Yeah, great job from Tinney there, using her body, using her strength, sealing off the defense and getting the easy 2.
Burrows gives it to Nahala, just 15 years of age, Nahala Tuileu. Basham, Aussie, the most recent import for the Queens, and Kiriana Hippolyte shows out, but Asia Anderson, I was going to say shows out some more, but she does commit the foul.
That was a great shift over there from Asia Anderson, but just a little too much lean on those arms. We'll see it here. Another replay.
Ooh.
Great crossover, but nice little meet there at the end there, but unfortunately for Asia Anderson, called for the foul.
Kiriana Hippolyte out of Brisbane in her 2nd season with the Tokomanawa Queens. There are starting 5 sitting and supporting on the sidelines. Of course, no Christy Wallace in the Tauihi game tonight. I heard a rumor she's sitting some firefighting exams.
What? What a queen.
Girl boss.
What a queen.
What a queen. Ah, got him. Well done there, Kaysen.
I'm here all night.
And well done, Asia. Anderson bullies her way to the rim.
Yeah, love that from Asia. Like to see her be aggressive to the rim.
Just under 7 points a game for Asia. There's Basham, the Aussie. Everything but. Here comes okay, Schroeder, the year 13 at Westlake Girls College. Anderson now. Looks like they're running out of options here, the Kāhu. Get it into Tinney. Tinney has done well so far. Well defended by Basham, but no. Callum Welch thought she was too aggressive.
Yeah, just a bit of a late call there. We'll see it here. Great job from Tinney, keeping her composure just right there at the end. Maybe the hand on the hip, but it will be a foul against the Queens.
Grace Hunter in the mix now as well, coming off the bench for the Queens. Keely Tinney had her season high in Rapid last week against the Hoiho, 11 points. And a dominant performance, averaging just under 4 a game this season. Makes the first from the Chemist Warehouse. Good start here for the Kāhu.
Yeah, they look like they are locked in.
Playing for pride at this end of the season, the Kāhu. It's a miss, but Tauihi gets the offensive rebound. Another chance here for the Kāhu. It's bounced off his foot. I didn't think referees missed that one. Running out of time here at the Kāhu. Anderson's got to throw it up, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
It looked good. That was a nice little step through there from Asia Anderson.
Messy offense for the Kāhu, though. They can't be happy with that.
Yeah, it's happened time and time again up there at the top of the key when they have that high post flash. They just sometimes lose their flow. So if they can sort that out, they're going to be sweet.
Basham, tough move to the rim.
I like that little pull-up jumper from Basham, showcasing her athleticism.
Going to see a fair bit of that tonight. You can imagine from Brooke Basham. Great cut, Kelly Tinney, and great pass, Morton Jones. Well defended by the Kāhu, the Queens, though.
Yeah, Basham, time and time again, just getting her hand there just at the right time. Excellent work from her to deter that shot.
Kāhu now trailing by 1. Sky Broadband Rapid League, the first of events tonight. Morton Jones nails it from the elbow. Back out in front go the Kāhu. Good first quarter here. Basham, no hesitation. And Hunter picks up the rebound over the taller Tauihi. Anderson fights for it, doesn't keep it in bounds.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play there from Brierly Rogers. Would have been tempted to try to grab that one, but just let it go out of bounds. Reset here. Chance here for the Queens.
Of course, the Queens playing without Pallas Hokianga, who's been their leading scorer and is in fact the Rapid all-time leading scorer into the starting 5 tonight. Paige Burrows, great fast attack at the rim, draws the foul.
You could see it in her eyes as soon as she caught that ball from the top of the key. She was going to the basket. Nice inbounds pass here. Again, straight away to the left. Good work from her.
Young gun, just 20 years old, out of Melbourne, Australia. Paige Burrows, couple of WNBL seasons in Australia before crossing the ditch. There's Mel Bennett, Tulfern's assistant coach, and Tokomanawa Queen's assistant coach as well. Burrows good on the second from the Chemist Warehouse. Back out in front go the Queens. Bit of a seesaw effect to kick things off here.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Makes it exciting here. Don't know which way it's going to go.
It's really been the nature of Tauihi this year. An unpredictable season it's been. It's a Kahuta in the game for the Kāhu, just 15 years of age herself. Does well to play off 2 feet. Shot clock at 6 for the Kāhu. Tauihi, Schroeder. Schroeder's going to throw it up. Kahuta grabs the offensive rebound but throws it away. Here come the Queens. Chance to extend the lead. And it's thrown out of bounds.
Tough situation there. Just a little bit strong on that pass, but again, Queens, great job not allowing that second chance from the Kāhu.
Schroeder. Finds Tinney. Tuilave. Back to Schroeder at the top. Again, not much happening here for the Kāhu. They're trying to generate some offense. Great slip there from Tinney. Tries to dump it down to Kāhu. It's stolen away. Here comes Tuelu. Bumps off Schroeder. Okay, weight room.
Why not? Good work there from the youngster. Making it easy on herself.
3 points the lead now for the Queens. And another turnover for the Kāhu. Bit of momentum to end this first. Burrows pulls up. Oh, would have been a dagger. The Kāhu sigh a breath of relief. And the Queens head into the quarter break with a 3-point lead. A great first quarter effort for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Kāhu really locked in that first quarter, opening up strong. I think the most success they had was when they were getting that ball deep, not floating around up at the top of the key, trying to make things happen, but hitting Tinney down low, and especially when you have her and Anderson in at the same time, you've got to get a little bit of a high-low action because both of them are really strong down low and can assert themselves early and often, I think.
No Josie Truesdell at the moment either for the Tokomanawa Queens, which makes the job of Tuilave just that little bit easier. Of course, like I mentioned pre-game, the Tokomanawa Queens are inching towards being the Rapid League champions of 2025. 6 wins on the bounce and second in Tauihi. So their spirits are much higher, admittedly, than the Kāhu's right now.
Absolutely right, but that's no excuse to relax, especially when you have a Kāhu squad who have notoriously been at the top of the ladder season in and season out. This season, obviously, just slightly different. But if you're the Queens, you can't sleep on anybody.
100%, that's the nature of your Sky Broadband Rapid League as well. Games can just change in an instant. Queens will kick things off with the possession first at home. Te Rauparaha Arena here in Porirua. Always puts it on. Hunter attacks on the younger Kāhu. Great hands from Tuilave.
Yeah, Tuilave, she's got that length. Her arms are deceptively long. Will really take care of those passes when she's in the lane.
12 on the shot clock, plenty of wiggle room. Great pass into Rogers. Rogers tried to find an angle. He wasn't quite there for the youngster. Schroeder deals with the pressure well. Tuilave, suffocated by Paige Burrows. Tinney over to Jones. Stolen away by Hippolyte. Here we go. And it puts the cherry on top. Does the 18-year-old.
Yeah, great defense there from Hippolyte. Just stole the cookies from Morton Jones.
In plain sight. Biggest lead of the game here for the Queens. Kāhu stagnant again. Aritza Kāhuda, Tinney. Morton Jones has just got a pull. Why not? And it's an O-board. Tinney. Over to Tuilave. Misses the layup, Tuilave. Needed that, the Kāhu.
They really did, but again, playing around the perimeter, not getting paint touches, really costing the Kāhu right now.
And just skips it over to Burrows. Burrows into a sea of blue. Hippolyte can hit it from downtown, not good on that one, and unfortunately for Schroeder, it just couldn't quite get the grip on the ball there.
Yeah, great job from Brierly Rogers to stay on that play, give them a chance. There's the replay there of the cookies being stolen from Hippolyte.
Replays brought to you by GJ Gardner Homes, of course. Hippolyte. Rogers wants to get that ISO herself, fires it into Hunter, back out to Rogers. She's a sniper from downtown. You just can't leave her open.
Oh, I love that for Brierly Rogers, a sniper. I love that because that's exactly what she's been this season, and the Queens get another steal.
Hippolyte just got some magnets on her hands. Hala Tuilu just couldn't capitalize on that. The Queens, though, everywhere at the moment, making it very hard for the Kāhu.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has stepped it up another level here in the second quarter.
Just that relentless pressure getting up. There it is, a little run and jump, almost a turnover again for the Kāhu. Gets it into Asia Anderson, who uses the big body moves, but leaves it short.
But that's exactly what they need to keep doing when you have Asia Anderson in there. Plant her down low, use her, and let her go to work.
5 turnovers early here for the Kāhu. It's easy to win basketball games when you're giving the ball away like that. Hunter slings it out to Basham. Basham looks the dance with EK Schroeder. Oh, pretty.
Basham bashing him down low with a nice little fadeaway.
Nice. 10-point lead now for the Queens. A pretty convincing one at that. Gets it into Asia Anderson, just like you said, Kaysen. It's not a bad look, just can't make it count.
Well, we gotta have some crashing happening.
Basham, big girl move all the way to the rim. Give me 2 and give me 1 more.
Love that from Basham again, taking the hit, keeping it strong, getting the and 1. See it here again, taking it all the way herself. Not deterred by the arms of Schroeder. And she'll have a chance for the and 1.
Basham, the 27-year-old. Out of Australia, of course. Played the last 5 seasons in the WNBL with the Adelaide Lightning. Across the ditch late in the piece to join the Tokomanawa Queens. Schroeder deals with the pressure well. In trouble by 13, the Kāhu. Schroeder wastes no time. Tinney grabs the O-board. They've got a couple of good O-boards here, Kaysen.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Now they just need to capitalize on those offensive rebounds.
Well, that'll help for the Kāhu. A chance to regain some composure and reset that shot clock to 14. It's 4 offensive rebounds early in the piece for the Kāhu. It's opposed to just 2 for the Tokomanawa Queens, but it is that field goal percentage that is the stark difference. 58 so far for the Queens, 33 for the Kāhu. Schroeder. Oh, shifty angles, young lady. Can she make it count? Leaves it short. Those legs dying out on her. Queens look pretty fresh. Anderson tips it away. Nice job defensively. Now here come the Kāhu with a bit of pace. Anderson all over it, but the 6th turnover. Sorry, the 7th turnover for the Kāhu. That is the bane of their existence at the moment. Rogers. Burrows does a great job to fight for that rebound. And it's the final possession of the quarter for the Kāhu. Haven't used their BBNZ player timeout yet. Schroeder fires it into Anderson. And it's a welcome bucket for the Kāhu. They're only of the quarter.
Anderson did such a great job sealing the defense on the high side. It made it such an easy pass. You'll see it here. Watch the seal down low from Anderson. Great cut, and then using her body, sealing off Hippolyte. And that's exactly what they need to do. Get those easy looks. Use the big, strong bodies down low, and you'll get some easy looks.
10-2 quarter, that one, Kaysen.
Can't happen if you're the Kāhu at this stage.
BNZ player timeout used by the Queens. You can scan that QR code for your chance to win tickets to this season's games, but your time is running out, so scan it. Please, I'm begging you, scan it. Final play here for the Tokomanawa Queens. Goes through to Book Basham. Oh,
looks good.
Almost, that did look good from where we were sitting. But the Tokomanawa Queens will run to their benches with pride. 20-9, the lead. That was a struggling second quarter for the Kāhu.
It definitely was, but again, props to the Queens who picked up the defense, applying that pressure as soon as the point guard crossed the half court. Double pressure, double teaming. Schroeder, great job handling it sometimes, but again, she's got to have some help. Try to get the ball moving a little bit faster through more hands and get to the paint.
We'll take a look at some Chemist Warehouse stats here at halftime in Porirua. Here is Brooke Basham on top, just dominating tonight so far, Kaysen.
She has had quite the first half, 7 points so far. And again, Anderson, a name you're always going to see at the top of the Rapid League scoring. Hippolyte as well as Tuelu with 4 apiece. Tinney in there with 3, as well as Briley Rogers. And you see Burrows and Morton Jones with 2. And rebounding the ball well, Hippolyte and Tinney. Tinney had a few offensive rebounds for the Kāhu, did a great job. And you see Tuanabe and Basham with 2 apiece. Schroeder and Hunter and Kahura with 1. And assists sharing the ball well, are the Kāhu. Although, doesn't appear so on the stat sheet.
Not quite. Doing better than the Queens, though.
Yeah, just slightly better. And then Briley Rogers with the solo block. No one else in contention. 3 steals. Wow. Again, you can just see the dominant performance from the Queens on the defensive side of things. 2 for Hippolyte, 1 for Hunter, and 1 for Asia Anderson.
That just ties exactly into the turnover count for the Kāhu. 7 turnovers and just 2 for the Queens.
Yeah,
that's a stark difference.
That's a massive difference. And coming into that, I believe Kāhu, they're averaging 8. So they nearly got their average in the first quarter. Not great, but fresh half. They're only down 11. Anything can happen in Rapid League.
Kāhu will open things up for this half, and that's a better look for them. Unfortunately fumbled away. Anderson, Schroeder. Tipped away by Burrows. And then fouled trying to get the ball back. It is not a dream start for the Kāhu.
No, but it's a smart foul from Schroeder. Like, that's quite a mature foul when you know that they're going to have the, what was it, intentional?
Yeah, it's going to be called an unsportsmanlike.
Well, that's just unfortunate. I was just hyping it up. But like I was saying, would have been a smart heads-up play to prevent the Queens from coming out and scoring straight away off a fast break. But instead, hopefully, if you're the Kāhu, they don't get the 2 free throws.
Yeah, well, should be saying ball don't lie on that first attempt there from Paige Burrows. Burrows will be hoping to go one better on that one, and does. Splits the 2. They'll, of course, get possession in the front court. And Schroeder's has taken a seat as well. Her first of the game. Probably just needed a second to cool down and regain some composure. 8 minutes of this kind of basketball, not so easy. Burrows. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was a...
Hippolyte slings it out of mid-air. Can she put the cherry on top with a made 3? Yes, she can. Generated that position herself.
A great job there from the Queens. Again, capitalizing on that offensive board.
24-9, a convincing lead by the tending Rapid League champions. They are seemingly untouchable this season, the Queens. Kāhu finds Morton Jones, but another turnover for the Kāhu. They are well and truly creeping up. Hippolyte does well not to travel there. Gets the scoop, can't find the bottom of the net. Kāhu. Suilave gives it back to Kāhu. Morton Jones surveying.
There's just not a lot happening with this weave play that they've got going on. Dribble handoff.
Yep, can't convert on that end. And once again, great pass inside to Rogers. Rogers, lovely footwork.
Yeah, great look. Again, finding Rogers in transition. A great cut to the basket. Great composure. Easy 2.
26-9, teetering on a 20-point lead. The Kāhu averaged 30 points a game in Sky Broadband Rapid League, falling well short of that average at the moment. Burrows to Hippolyte. She's had a great game so far. Leaves it right.
I like the pace, though. I like that they're not slowing down, even with this lead.
Great pass inside to Tinney. Tinney gets the finish. A welcome bucket for the Kāhu.
Could this be the start of the momentum shift for the Kāhu? You would hope so if you are them. But again, look at that pass there from Morton Jones and Tinney with the finish.
Finally cracked double digits, did the Kāhu. But you're right, brings it back to 15. They made free throw 14. It's a bit more reasonable.
Yeah, again, if they can get something going on offense. We talked about getting the ball inside, but it seems like every pass that they're making inside is either bobbled or deflected from the Queens. So again, just going after the ball with 2 hands. I know it's so basic and fundamental, but at this stage, you've got to stick to the fundamentals if you want to have a chance against the Queens.
Great cut inside. Ooh. Burrows, touch off the glass.
Okay. What a shot there from Burrows with the left.
And a great pass from Riley Rogers as well. It's just all connecting for the Tokomanawa Queens without their point guard, Talis Hokianga. They've done a great job. Kāhu into Tuilave. Tuilave has the height advantage. Doesn't quite use it. Tinney, though, Her third offensive rebound on the night.
She is cleaning up for the Kāhu.
Kāhu has a look at it. Can't score her first Rapid League points. Queens look very comfortable right now. Basham. Wants to go one-on-one with Emma K. Schroeder. Can't quite get the finish. Oh, well, she almost lost that one out of bounds. Bit of movement here for the Kāhu. Again, it's pretty stagnant though. Creating a lot of advantages here, the Kāhu. Morton Jones had to pull it, and the Queens again come up with it. Burrows, great crossover. Had the pass to Nahala, but is fouled on the way in.
Burrows is so explosive off the first step. You see her here change pace, boom, bam, and she just gains so much ground so quickly. I love her explosiveness.
Such an aggressive young player. Burrows has been a real spark in the Rapid League for the Queens. Averaging 5 points, 1 rebound and 1.5 assists. Gives it to Tauihi in the corner, just short. And the final possession belongs here to the BNZ Kāhu. Steps back on a dime, Emma K. Schroeder. Can't make it count, leaves the Queens with enough time to get a bucket. Goes through Kiriana Hippolyte, who draws the foul, and that is not what the doctor ordered for the BNZ Kāhu.
No, definitely not if you're the Kāhu, but again, good pressure from the Queens here in transition, never letting the Kāhu set on defense, and again, coast to coast. Hippolyte, she's had such a great game tonight.
Averaging 7 points, 2 assists, and 1.5 rebounds a game so far in Rapid League. Kiriana Hippolyte, 10th in assists and 7th in steals. Makes those from the Chemist Warehouse. Jodie Cameron not so stoked with a Rapid League outing so far, and just like that, the Queens continue their dominance here in Porirua. A convincing 32-11 lead, encasing another 2-point quarter for the Kāhu.
It's just, you can't expect to win games if you don't produce on offense. As much as your defense might be strong against this Queens squad, you've got to find a way to get easy baskets. And again, it's just the stagnancy on offense for the Kāhu right now. They're not getting the inside touches, and when they do get the inside touches, they're just bobbling the ball a little too much.
Well, there you have it. That's your Sal's Pizza deal of this week. 20% off any large pizza. Use Swish 2025 or scan that QR code, valid until Wednesday. And how about these Queens? The scoring spread. Hippolyte with 9, Burrows with 5, Basham with 7, Rogers with 5, and Tauihi with 4 herself. Now that is a team.
It really is, and you can see it on offense. They're gelling well, but on the defensive side of things, they're just locked in. They're doubling, they're working together, they just seem in sync, they're rotating well, making it difficult for the Kāhu.
Sky Broadband Fibre starter from $55 a month for your first 12 months. Visit skybroadband.co.nz or call 09525 5555, bringing you all the deals here on Sky Sport. Thank you so much for tuning in from wherever that may be, FIBA YouTube or ESPN if you are in the US. Tokomanawa Queens will kick things off for the final quarter of Sky Broadband Rapid League tonight. And something's got to change for the Kāhu pretty quickly if they want to turn this thing around. Basham lets it fly. Oh, that's a dagger.
Oh, not a doubt in her mind. Double between the legs, hand down, man down, drained it.
First gal to double digits tonight. Basham with that 3. And the lead has officially gone out to over 20. Stolen away once again. Double-digit turnovers for the Kāhu now. Burrows. There's that explosiveness in the air. 1. Give me that.
Oh, she's so good on that left-hand side. We've seen it time and time again tonight. That nice high touch off the glass. Burrows, again, with the explosiveness, splitting the defense, spinning them, and getting the 2. Chance for 3.
Great touch off the glass. Paige Burrows, 7 points for her tonight and 2 rebounds as well and 2 steals.
Unbelievable stuff.
Can't make it a 3-point play though, just gets the toilet bowl. 24 the lead now for the Queens. They are proving themselves to be the top Rapid League team. Tinney into Anderson. Anderson, bit of a circus shot that one. And off to the races goes Hippolyte. Burns everyone and makes the finish. Hippolyte, 11 points on the night.
Again, excellent look there from the youngster. Catch straight away looking up the court. Great basketball.
Tuilave. Schroeder. Schroeder almost mishandles it. Does well to keep it. Tuilave. Over to Anderson. Anderson pulls it from downtown. Can't make it. Tuilave. Doesn't go back up with it. I feel like that hit the rim.
It hit the rim. So they'll definitely be hopefully redoing that for the Kāhu because she definitely hit the rim on that play.
Guys, is no one going to tell her she hit the rim?
Yeah, she hit the
Definitely hit the rim. Okay, we're just going to move on tonight. But the Kāhu have created a couple of good looks for themselves so far, Kaysen, in this quarter.
They have, and again, it's been getting that ball moving on offense, hitting the post down low, and getting the open pass to the shooter on the wing. Again, it's getting it in, getting it out, getting it in, getting it out. If they can keep working that, they might have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Thought Hunter might get whistled for throwing Schroeder into the sign there, but no whistles from our Bartercard officials, so what do I know? Well, there is one on Asia Anderson. 26 points, the lead here in Porirua. We'll take a look at this on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Just got all up in her grill.
Just too strong, Asia Anderson. Too strong.
She really is. She really is
strong.
Basham, the left-hand dime. Great ball movement for the Queens. Hunter cannot capitalize.
Great, like you said, great ball movement. Again, unselfish play there from the Queens. Hunter unable to capitalize from the top, but when you've got a cozy lead like this, doesn't matter so much.
Schroeder uses the on ball. Morton Jones into Anderson. Does well to keep possession. Tuilave. Over to Schroeder. Has the step on Suelu, who blocks it away, the 15-year-old. It's all going right for the Queens.
Oh yeah, their defense has been on point tonight.
Oh, don't do it to him. Oh, the off the backboard pass. Counted as an assist, come on.
Definitely an assist.
Look at that scoreline, Kaysen.
You can just feel the wind beneath the wings of the Kāhu dwindling with each possession.
Great pass inside to Tinney. Tinney just can't make it count. That's a great look for Tinney, though.
Exactly. Another strong body down low. She's wide open. Let her go to work.
Rogers.
Ooh.
Nice pass to Hunter. Hunter doesn't make it count. Love the dime, though.
That was a great look from Briley Rogers.
Just under a minute to go here in this final quarter. Safe to say the Queens will walk away with the dub.
I'm not sure a comeback is feasible at the moment.
No, I wouldn't say quite. I was just going to ask, the question is, are the Kāhu going to score this quarter?
We'd hope so, to keep the spirits high.
7 points to 0 in this quarter so far. Rogers looks to extend on that. We'll head to the Chemist Warehouse for a peer.
Hard fouls on that play.
There's only one way to stop Briley Rogers.
Yeah, we'll see it here on the replay. Two of the strongest bodies on court, one on each arm.
What else do we do? I don't know.
There's no chance that ball was going in.
What a season Rogers has had. I mean, I think it was 3 rounds without even missing a field goal in Tauihi. A real star, a real find for the Tokomanawa Queens as they tick over that 40-point mark.
Well, I didn't want to jinx her, but she's only missed 1 free throw so far this season. Woo! 94% coming into this game.
That is a statistic and a half. Great job waiting until after she shot it to say that.
Yeah, I didn't want to curse her, you know.
Kahuta way off on that one. Tuilave. Kāhu check out to Tini. Tini this time makes it count. And the Kāhu see the ball go through the bottom of the net this quarter.
With 3 seconds to spare at that. Oh, that would have been quite a dagger to the heart if they weren't able to get a basket.
Queens use their BBNZ player timeout. Once again, not much time left to win tickets to this season's game, so make sure you scan the QR code. Final dying seconds of this one. Can the Queens hit a miracle and bump them up to a 30-point win? It's going to be Paige Burrows with the responsibility. Lets it fly from downtown. No good, but what a win for the Tokomanawa Queens. 41-14 at home.
Well-deserved win to top it off of a great defensive performance. And again, you can see the smiles on their faces. They worked well as a group, cohesive, offense and defense, shared the ball extremely well. Got turnover after turnover after turnover, causing the Kāhu, I want to say 11 turnovers in the game. 11, that's massive.
That's a lot of turnovers, and shot 22% from the field as opposed to 46 from the Tokomanawa Queens. Speaking of these stats, let's look at some Chemist Warehouse ones to wrap things up here tonight. Hippolyte and Basham, they were the leaders tonight.
They were amazing. Hippolyte was blazing down the court in transition, getting some easy passes from her teammates, which was great to see. Tini with that three-pointer bumped her up to 8, and Briley Rogers again putting up 9 for her team. Burrows with 7. Anderson and Tuilu with 4 apiece, and Morton Jones with 2. And you see there, big-time rebounding there from Tuilave. Hippolyte with 5. You see Tini, Rogers, and Tuilu again. Some frequent names you'll see on the Rapid League stats. 4 apiece for their rebounds. 3 apiece for Schroeder and Anderson. Hunter and Burrows cleaning up with 2. Kahura with 1. You see the ball shared quite well amongst the Queens. 2 for Tuilu. Schroeder with 2 as well. Tuilu on every stat line tonight. Just quietly went about her business tonight.
She does just quietly go about her business, just gets things done. Oh, speaking of the devil, there she is, right at the top of the blocks as well. May I remind you, 15 years of age.
Yeah, and then you see there again, she's on every stat
Get out of
line.
here.
3 apiece for her and Burrows. Hippolyte with 2, Anderson, Schroeder, and Rogers with 1 apiece. Again, the story of the night, the steals for the Queens.
Well, we hope that story ends here, because we want an exciting Tauihi game, and I feel like the Kāhu are ready to bring the fire here tonight, Casey.
Yeah, you would hope so. After their season so far, you'd hope they'd have some sort of fire under their bums.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Sky Sport. Make sure you do not go anywhere. Just after 7:30, we're tipping off with the Tauihi League. The Tokomanawa Queens hosting the Northern Kāhu. We'll see you very shortly.
Introducing your Tokomanawa Queens starters for tonight. Wearing number 7, captain of all captains, hello there. Our international all-round superstar, wearing number 9, Yu Park. Your favourite on the board and our returning queen, they call her muscles, number 21, Rauparaha. And number 12, our new queen for 2025, but we've been waiting for her, a forward like no other. Her roots are originally from Wellington, so this is a homecoming for number 12, Davidson. And to round off our starting five, the youngest ever forward coming to us from the British Park, wearing number 2, Alice Hokiamko.
Women's basketball hoops for your Friday evening. How about that? The GJ Gardner Homes at Tauihi Basketball. The Tokomanawa Queens hosting the Northern BBNZ Kāhu here in Te Rauparaha Arena, Porirua. Maya Williamson joined by Kaysen Buckman. Kaysen, the Kāhu are winless. The Tokomanawa Queens making a playoff surge. We're in for a goodie tonight.
We definitely are. Hopefully the Kāhu can dust off the boots from the Rapid League loss they just endured and come out here and give this Queens team something to fight for.
Like I mentioned, the Kāhu are winless, and at this point playing for pride. They cannot make the playoffs, but they will be willing to be a team that pushes the Tokomanawa Queens here tonight.
Oh, absolutely right. If there is a team that can do it, it is the Kāhu. I mean, the last time out, they only lost by 4.
That's not a bad little result there.
Not a bad. It was a high-scoring game as well, 90-94.
If you want to have your say, scan that QR code, the Good Health Mix and Pick poll. Queens are the clear favourites, but still some Kāhu fans out there, so make sure you scan that QR code and have your say. Come on, Kāhu fans, get a muxed. Of course, the Tokomanawa Queens, the hosts here tonight in Porirua, as we take a look at the Tauihi standings at the moment, where the Tokomanawa Queens sit in second, and it could be a first place effort tonight if they get the win over the Kāhu.
Yeah, so they will be playing for that first place spot. Again, trying to get that cruisy entrance into the final end of the season. But again, they've got a tough Kāhu team to beat tonight.
Again, the Kāhu will have a fire under their bellies. Just want to get one win in the season, and they'll be stoked with that.
I'm unsure if any of their all-star players have ever had a winless season. I'd say that is a stat none of them are familiar with.
Yeah, I'd say you're absolutely right, and I think they are going to do everything they can in their power to not make that possible. As you take a look at the upcoming fixtures, it is a bloody quick turnaround for the Tokomanawa Queens, who are shooting down the other end of the country on Sunday to play the Hoiho, and then the Whai and Poakai, their third matchup of the season. And Poakai then kick things off for round 9 against the Hoiho in Dunedin. And then the Kāhu are back at home against the Whai on Friday evening. So plenty of basketball to come this week here on Sky Sport. We're going to head over to the BNZ Kāhu starting 5 for tonight. Consists of Mansfield, Tupaya, Jacobs, Rynell and Curtin. We caught up with Aussie point guard Lauren Mansfield before things kicked off today.
With a 4-point loss last time you guys came into Wellington, what have you guys put in place to try to get a win today?
I think we've slowly been improving. We've got a few different players that we've added in, and we've had some training time now. So hopefully with those things we can put it all together and put 4 quarters together.
With Christy being back in Australia, obviously the Queens have to change their game plan with the third best scorer in the league being out. What are you guys doing today to counteract that?
Yeah, that's a huge out for them. Christy's amazing, but they are a very talented team. So I mean, we have to respect all of their guards. I know they've got some new players that can play as well. So I think a key for us is just stopping their inside game. We're a lot smaller than them, so just trying to limit that and make things difficult.
Awesome. Have a good game.
Thank you.
Well, they broke the news before we could, Kaysen. Christy Wallace is not playing tonight. That is a big loss for the Tokomanawa Queens.
A massive loss for the Queens, as most of the offense ran through her hands, averaging 7 assists a game, which is pretty crazy.
We'll take a look at the Tokomanawa Queens starting 5 now. The muchness really bar Christy Wallace, Beck, Park, Brown, Davidson, and stepping in to the point guard role is 18-year-old Palace Hokianga. We caught up with her just before things kicked off.
So with Christy Wallace going back to Australia, you get your first start for the Tokomanawa Queens for the season and for your entirety here at the Queens. What are you going to do to impact the game today?
Yeah, some pretty big shoes to fill, but no, honestly, just going out there, doing the little things, being a menace on D, being confident when I have the ball, and I think it's a good opportunity for players like myself and the team to step up and play as a team.
Cool, so Kāhu chasing their first win of the season today. What do we need to do to limit them from taking this first win away from us?
Well, I think the coaches have put in a good system for us this week, so we're just going to stick to that. We've had some good trainings and the team looks good, so I feel like just trusting what the coaches have set for us and hopefully going out there and executing that well.
Thank you. Have a good game.
How about that from the 18-year-old? Just being a menace on defense.
That was the highlight from the interview for me. A menace on D. You can always count on her to be an absolute menace.
And clearly a great culture here at the Queens, talking a lot about how the coaches have implemented a system and how they all really trust each other.
Exactly right. Again, it's being dynamic and adjusting to the competition. And that is exactly why they're sitting at the number 2 spot on the ladder.
Take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. And the Tokomanawa Queens are leading in all of those categories.
Yeah, very lopsided in their favor, you know? But for the Kāhu, they've got nothing to lose at this point. Lay it all out on the line.
And there is that point guard matchup. Lauren Mansfield, the veteran, and then Palace Hokianga, the 18-year-old youngster. That's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I mean, again, to reiterate what she said, she's just going to be a menace on defense, and causing problems for Lauren Mansfield is going to disrupt the Kāhu offense. So if she could do just that tonight, I know it's huge shoes to fill with Christy Wallace out, but if she can do that alone, she's going to have quite the impact for the Queens.
Christy Wallace, of course, 36 minutes a game, just under 19 points, 3rd in the league in scoring, 7 assists a game, 1st in assists in the league, 4.5 rebounds as well, a massive hole in the offense. And of course, for the Kāhu, 2 players that are in their 2nd game for the Kāhu, Erin Bowman and Amy Jacobs, their newest recruits. So still adjusting to their squad as well, Kaysen.
Yeah, absolutely right. And you saw the zoom in there of the starting 5 for the Queens. They have got such a solid group of 4, plus Palace stepping into that role. I mean, Doesn't matter if you've got the worst or best point guard in the league, you've got those 4 solid players, again, that you know you can count on.
Players getting ready to tip things off here in Porirua for your Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in here on Sky Sport, FIBA YouTube or ESPN, wherever you may be joining. Look at that adorable little ball girl, a future Tokomanawa Queens in sight. Callum Welch, Hayden Pipe and Sam Pan, your barter card match officials.
She's even got the hair to match.
Love it. Love the look.
A true fan.
And love this matchup. Lou Brown, Abby Curtin, going to be a good one. The 2 Aussies here tonight. Double high five as she comes off. Well done. And we're all set to go here in Porirua. And it's going to be the BBNZ Kāhu who kick things off through Talia Tupaia. Here's that point guard matchup. Right now. Oh. Could have been a great pass, but just shortly delivered by Talia Tupaia.
It was a great screen on Pallas Hokianga. She had no chance to recover, but again, just the pass a little bit short for the Kāhu.
Hokianga delivers it to Davidson, who's having a heck of a season with the Queens. Park stops on a dime. Brown leads the league in offensive rebounds, but can't gather that one.
Yeah, I thought she had that, but a great job there from the Kāhu to disrupt it from Mansfield. Both teams unsuccessful in their first possession. Right now, Tupaia looking for the same play. It doesn't quite work that time around. Gets it back to Mansfield here. Mansfield has a slight advantage on Hokianga and opens the bank account for the Kāhu. Yeah, that was a good offensive set there from the Kāhu. Again, assertive, great ball movement, hitting their screens. A nice look.
Big into Davidson. Great touch off the front of the rim.
Not much you can do if Penina gets the ball high, keeps it high. You just got to hope she misses it, but not going to happen often.
Early triple from Talia Tupaia. Doesn't find the bottom of the net. That's going to be an issue tonight, Kaysen, in terms of that height difference. Penina Davidson, there really is no true 5 on the Kāhu that can match up with her effectively.
No, and she is proven to be a problem for every team this season so far. So again, it's just trying to keep the ball out of her hands. And this pressure here that Pallas Hokianga is...
Menace on defense unlocked.
Wow. A minute and a half into the game, already causing disruptions, as you see here. Wow, Mansfield already flustered.
Pallas doing exactly what she said she was going to go out there and do. How about that?
Oh, I love that. I love the pride Pallas takes on her defense.
That's a welcome stop for the Tokomanawa Queens. They just can't capitalize it on the other end.
It's physical here from the Kāhu tonight. I'm seeing a few shots. Watch here. Just a little bit of a push into the back of Stella Beck there. Able to get away with it. But watch out for this tonight. Going to be a feisty game.
That's what you love to see. Mansfield and Hokianga going at it once again. Tupaia gets the downhill on Beck. Can't get the layup. Beck well defended.
Very well defended. I thought it was going to be an issue with Penina diving out at just the last second, but fortunately, Tupaia missed.
Park turns the ball over. An uncharacteristic, unforced error for the Queens. Kāhu now a chance to tie things up and get another bucket going. Mansfield into Rynell, gives it back to Mansfield. It's a lot of space for the shooter, and that's good. 5 straight points for Mansfield.
Oh, she's gonna let her hear it too. That was a great shot there from Mansfield.
Park into Brown. Brown suffocated and somehow gets the finish.
I don't know how she finished, but great job there from Lou Brown, getting that post down low. Nice finish.
Tupaia rejects the on ball. No good on the mid-range, and it's going to be Queen's possession as much as Amy Jacobs is making a case for it.
Well, there was about 7 hands pointing in opposite directions. Tough call to make. You see that finish there again by Lou Brown.
Amy Jacobs on Stella Beck, not to be confused with twin sister Claire Jacobs at the Southern Hoi Hall. One of the 2 recent additions to the Kāhu out of Australia. Park Brown in the corner. Okay, Lou Brown.
We love a big that can shoot here in Tauihi. Lou Brown showcasing her stuff from deep.
12 points a game and 8.5 rebounds a game. Lou Brown only shoots a 3-ball at 22%. Amy Jacobs opens her bank account with an easy right-hand lay. Back to 2 points and a steal for the Kāhu. Can they capitalize on this momentum? No, they cannot. Lou Brown leads the charge here. Gives it to Beck. Over to Park, and it's an easy foul call on Amy Jacobs.
Yeah, great recognition there from Stella Beck, hitting Jaewoon Park. Great job from her. Nice athletic jump there. You'll see the pass here from Stella Beck. And Jaewoon Park able to keep it alive for the Queens.
Paige Burrows in the mix now, coming off a hot Rapid League game, and Tanya Tupu, great little haircut she's had.
Yeah, she's rocking it.
She is a fashionista, Tanya Tupu. Oh, too big, too strong. Look, what can you do about that?
You can't. you just can't. You need to put 2 bodies on her at least.
One of the best, if not the best, 5 that we've ever seen. Penina Davidson. Rynell misses the bunny. Brown gives it to Basham. Basham slings it over. Oh, that's just textbook basketball. Burrows can't make it count. Lou Brown proving why she's the best rebounder in this league. Davidson, the other best rebounder in the league. Hello.
The combo of those two, you've got Lou Brown to clean up the mess, and then Penina Davidson to put the ribbon on the cake. Just beautiful stuff from them.
Timeout called here by Jody Cameron. Not stoked with how they started that one off there, Casey.
Well, I think their game plan was to limit the amount of offensive rebounds that the bigs for the Queens were going to be able to snag down. But again, just happening time and time again, they're cleaning up the offensive boards, and once the ball hits Penina's hands down low, it's an easy 2 for the Queens.
It's hard to stop Penina. 4 points and hasn't missed a shot just yet. 5 points for Lou Brown and 5 rebounds already. Wow, wait, are you kidding?
A mini double-double.
In 4.5 minutes, Jody Cameron giving some fierce directions to her team. Just trailing by 6. Nothing too much to be worried about for the Kāhu, but it's that momentum that the Queens are starting to build that they're probably going to be a little bit concerned about.
Absolutely right. But again, I'm liking the presence of the new imports. I like their energy. I like what they bring. They're getting the offense moving. And you have to keep in mind, they're brand new. This is only their 2nd game with the team, so they're still trying to wrinkle it all out, or iron out the wrinkles. They don't want to add wrinkles. They want to iron out the wrinkles, but I think they're doing pretty well.
See how they go here in the back end of this quarter. Mansfield has the younger Burrows on her this time around. Curtin, Tupaia. Tupaia gets the on ball from Rynell. Great pass into Rynell. Rynell gets the finish and the foul. Come on. Off to the Chemist Warehouse. Pitch perfect start for the Kāhu.
Yeah, excellent play there. Nice little give and go. And again, Rynell with the finish. You see the play here. Great screen, great flash to the basket. Caught Stella Beck high. She tried to recover, but committed the foul instead.
Hayley Rynell in her 2nd Tauihi season, played for the mainland Poakai last year, made All-Star 5, and makes that one to bring it back to a 3-point game. Shoots it at just 58% from the Chemist Warehouse so far this season, Hayley Rynell. Burrows. Penina slips away, gets the off-ball. Park into Davidson. This is danger zone. Back out to Jaewoon Park. Off the back rim, big board from Rynell.
Yeah, huge board, fortunately for the Kāhu.
Curtin, great pick and roll action from the 2 Aussies.
Yeah, again, a nice little play there from the Kāhu. A little bit of miscommunication from the Queens.
Lou Brown can't get the back cut. Gets the seal instead on Curtin. Drops it off to Ji-Yun Park. Oh, the hoop in the arm, Ji-Yun Park.
The vision from Lou Brown again to see Ji-Yun Park cutting in from the corner. Great timing, excellent pass, and another chance for a three-point play here.
Saw that one on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, and that's going to be the second foul for Amy Jacobs, as we see Erin Bowman, the American import, in for the first time tonight, and Asia Anderson as well, coming off a good Rapid League game. Park shoots it at just under 80% and makes that one count. Back out to 4 points for the hosts.
I love that her family's still here supporting.
So
cool.
cute. Ji-Yun Park's got to be one of my favorites.
Oh, it's hard not to love Ji-Yun Park.
100%. Tupaia bullies her way to the rim.
No one wanted to foul her on that play. They just let her have it.
I would not get in her way either. Talia Tupaia.
Touche.
2 points for her. That was her first bucket. She's 16 points away from 600 solo career points. And as I'm saying that, Davidson, one of the best that we've ever seen in Tauihi, is doing her thing tonight. Let's take a look on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Just too strong, Penina Davidson.
It's not someone that Rynell would typically be matched up with.
No.
But at the moment, that's all they have, her and Curtin. That's all they have to match up with Rynell, and that's a hard task.
One-on-one, no one wants to take Penina Davidson. Send me a buddy. There's no way anyone can stop her.
4 points the lead for the Tokomanawa Queens. Bowman struggled to find an option there and shaved a bit of the shot clock off. Anderson flips the screen, but she's called for moving. Didn't quite get set in time.
Yeah, she switched which side she wanted to screen on. She almost tried to set a double screen, but too much shiftiness in the feet.
Just take a look at the live stats here. Amy Jacobs, that was her 3rd foul.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not 100% sure about that, because it says that Rynell's only on 1. I feel like it's 2 apiece. I'm feeling like somebody's got something wrong there, because surely not.
Maybe they'll update.
Davidson is unstoppable. 8 points for Davidson. Feed the beast.
She doesn't even need to see the basket and it's going in.
Mansfield, it's tipped away by Burrows. Here come the Queens, the momentum in their favour. Burrows just got the steal. Into the hands of Bowman, but it's a foul on Tupaia first.
Again, I'm really liking this from the Queens. Shifting the ball well, passing the ball well, hitting cutters. They're just so clean offensively.
It's a very cohesive unit. You know, you can tell that they've really glued on both offensive and defensive end.
Absolutely right. And it's the the defense is leading to the offense. They push the ball in transition. And I just love the unselfishness of each player.
Burrows misses her first from the Chemist Warehouse. And it goes better on the second. Paige Burrows, 20-year-old, averaging 11 minutes a game. And there she is, taking a seat. Hokianga back in. Now gets the ball from Mansfield. Cuts away to Mansfield. She's really getting into it there with Hokianga.
Well, Hokianga's just always got a hand on Mansfield, just pestering her. Anytime she wants to move, getting a stiff arm from Palace, which is great defense from her.
She said she wanted to be a menace, and she's being a menace. Park had no options. Back out to Beck. Basham. The Aussie. Over to Hokianga. Hokianga stops on a dime. Out to Beck. At the tail end of the shot clock as the buzzer goes. Stella Beck.
Oh, tried and true Stella Beck again with the last-second three-pointer. You can always count on your veteran.
The lead now at double digits for the Tokomanawa Queens. Bowman into Rynell. Fades away on Brown. And it's all going right now for the Tokomanawa Queens. Park into Brown. That's the finish. Rynell is having a tough day at the office.
She is just getting obliterated down low, taking body after body, and the Queens doing a great job feeding the beasts.
Brown up to 7 points. Mansfield and Hokianga, there's going to be some breakfast thrown very soon.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, the Porirua crowd is loving it right now from the 18-year-old. Can
Knock
she
this
hit
down.
this? Oh, that would have been the cherry on top. But the Kāhu can take a deep breath here and try to get a bucket to just calm things down. Tupaya steps through. Can't get it to go. Anderson does well to collect that one. Mansfield. Defended well by Beck, the defending defensive player of the year.
Oh, good luck!
Oh, you can hear the crowd just sigh in disappointment. It would have been a great get from Beck there. Just the fourth turnover of the game for the Queens. Slowly creeping up, actually, for the Tokomanawa Queens. That's not the greatest of signs.
No, it's not, but I'm loving the leaking out, you know? They're always looking to get that fast break, easy 2 points.
Jacobs, Rynell. Now working on Davidson. Nowhere to go. Shot clock's at 7. Tupaya steps through. Can't get a lucky roll. Curtin tried it for the O-board. It was tipped away by the Queens, so the Kāhu will get possession again. 14 on the shot clock.
I like the double hezzy there from Tupaya. Almost got away with it.
Curtin blocked away by Stella Beck. Can Curtin put the cherry on top? There you go, they sink a bucket.
A much needed bucket for the Kāhu. Way to stick with that one. Not easy to.
Okianga. Rogers wastes no time. She's a sniper, Briley Rogers.
Oh, the sniper strikes again. Briley Rogers has been an electric three-point shooter this season.
No hesitation from the young lady whatsoever. Jacobs leaves it short. Bowman cleans it up.
Great looking from the Kāhu, crashing the boards well, catching the Queens sleeping on their box outs.
Final possession here for the Tokomanawa Queens. Stella Beck, tough finish through traffic.
Yeah, great job from her to go coast to coast again. Taking the body, getting the finish.
Dying seconds here. Bowman. Oh, she lets it go just too late. Tries to argue her case. But there you have it. A strong first quarter effort from the Tokomanawa Queens. They lead 31 to 18. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you very soon.
A wonderful activity. Helping the Southfield coaches is our wonderful Amanda La. Say good evening to Amanda La, everyone. The object of this game is for the boys to shoot, get it in, run to Amanda La, grab your voucher, run back, and shoot again. If you get it, you can run back, but if you don't, you gotta get you until you get there. Got it? Got it? Are you ready? No, you gotta come back and pull and shoot it. That's one. How many can you do? That's two.
Welcome back here in Tauihi Basketball for your Friday evening. The Tokomanawa Queens hosting the BNZ Northern Kāhu. And what's better than women's basketball? Well, nothing. But pizza can come to a pretty close second. Scan that QR code. 20% off any large pizza. Or use online code SWISH2025 to get amongst. Tokomanawa Queens a convincing 31-18 first quarter effort. And this woman just couldn't be stopped. Finally, she misses, but there's Jian Park. What is the answer for the Tokomanawa Queens? Davidson gets it almost stripped away by Rynell. Couldn't get the finish. Great board from Erin Bowman. A great start for the Kāhu.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. A tough shot from the Queens and clean up the defensive boards.
Bowman out to Curtin. Rynell fires it over to Jacobs. Jacobs dashes it down to Rynell. Rynell just can't finish, but that's a great look.
Again, another great offensive set for the Kāhu.
Burrows. Stella Beck with a little give and go action with Penina Davidson. Fades away, Stella Beck, and that was clear as mud, that foul.
Yeah, pretty obvious play there. And Stella Beck, such a utility player. Easy pick for any team. Any team would be glad to have her.
In her 4th season with Tokomanawa Queens, has played every year since the inaugural year. Stella Beck averaging 28 minutes, 8.5 points, 2.5 assists, and 5.5 rebounds. Second in the league in steals. Stella Beck, as she misses that one from the Chemist Warehouse. To Pyatt. Rynell. Trying to get that cross-screen action for Abby Curtin. Gets the advantage on Brown. It's going to be a foul. That was nice, getting a little bit of action for Curtin, getting her in a one-on-one situation, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely right. Especially when you have that matchup against Lou Brown. You want to see her go one-on-one with her, and she's showcased she's got a little bit more foot speed. But Brown just caught out of position there.
It's the first foul of the night on Lou Brown. Bowman drops it off to Curtin. Oh, just another bunny miss by the Kāhu. Gutting scene so far. A couple of great looks. Fighting for the board. No good. Burrows opted not to shoot it. Brown sets the late on ball. Burrows has no options. Beck again. Oh, but the Queens, the dagger is they get the O board. Can't collect another one. Who's that foul going to be on?
It's going to be on Bowman.
That's 2 on Bowman. Couple of O boards in a row for the Tokomanawa Queens, and Bowman cannot believe this New Zealand refereeing and this New Zealand physicality.
Well, yeah, the physicality, but she did have her arm hooked on that last play, so quite an obvious call for the refs.
That offensive rebound count starting to climb from the second best rebounding team in the league, and Abby Curtin is now whistled for a foul. This is something that they do not want, Kaysen. They don't want their bigs to get in foul trouble. You don't want anybody to get in foul trouble, but in particular, the way this team matches up, they cannot afford to have their bigs in foul trouble.
Yeah, especially against Penina Davidson. You need to keep your bigs in the game.
Travel called on Penina Davidson there. A relief for the BBNZ Kāhu. See if they can get a bucket here out of this possession. A couple of nice looks that have gone begging for the Kāhu. Pyatt flings it over to Bowman. Bowman has a bit of an advantage. Makes the mid-range.
The elevation from Bowman. I like that jumper.
She's a great athlete. Erin Bowman had 9 points in her debut run with the Kāhu against the Hoiho on Sunday. Brown can't make the mid-range. Erin Bowman, the absolute bunnies. Jacobs into Rynell. Out to Curtin. Rynell, the O-board off a Curtin shot. Again, there's a couple of easy shots there right now. Park, Beck, defended well by Jacobs. Shot clock is heading below 10 here. Park loves the mid-range. Davidson, just so strong. Looks like she's winded right now. Is whistled for a treble. So a great stop from the Kāhu.
Yeah,
right now just needs a minute here.
Yeah, she definitely caught the bow from Tanina. That would be a tough one to take. You see it there. Straight to the diaphragm.
That is probably the last person in Tauihi that you want to be taking that role.
Oh, definitely not.
Took her like a champ though, right now. Back up on her feet already and good to go. Jeez. Might be a little short of breath for the next couple of positions. Here we have it again, Kaysen. Hokianga and Mansfield. Let's see what spice this can create. Oh, and now it's Park and Tupaya going at it. What is in the air tonight?
Nothing to lose is what it is.
It's a feisty matchup tonight, that's for sure. Easy pickings, but missed off the backboard by Bowman.
She had a sweet cut to the basket, but a great recovery from the Queens.
Hokianga fires it into Brown, but too long.
Just a tough pass there again. Good defensive disruption there by Curtin. Kāhu, if they can finish the bunnies, they'd be right back in this game.
Yeah, definitely left a few out there, the Kāhu, 33% from the field at the minute, and another foul off the ball.
Or is it shot clock?
Oh, that might have been a shot clock. Couldn't quite see from my angle nonetheless. A sideline inbound here for the Kāhu. Bowman, the no look over to Tupaya. I don't think Tupaya was even looking, unfortunately. Basham. Oh, the easiest of O-boards for Ji-Yun Park. 14 points the lead for the Queens.
Well, that's just an unfortunate mishappen of the ball there for the Kāhu.
Just 20 points for Kāhu. Can make it 23. It cannot do through Lauren Mansfield. Just don't have an option for scoring right now, the Kāhu, sorry. Basham, you don't want to leave her open. Oh, everything but. That would have been extraordinary had it gone. Goes into Rynell. Just misses off the mark, Rynell, not having her best night.
She's taking quite the beating on defense that it's affecting her shot on offense, sadly.
And fair enough.
Yeah.
Some strong ladies she's coming up against. Speaking of the devil, Davidson does well there right now, and it's going to stay with the Queens. Parker Bowman just going at that O-board.
Yeah, Rynell did a great job. She got a finger on that one, so Pena didn't get the easy two. Possession to the Queens, though.
Davidson getting some orders. Rogers is going to give Ji-Yun Park a quick break. The Queens still a convincing 14-point lead. Hasn't really been challenged that much by the Kāhu so far, Kaysen. Rogers already hit one. Beck cleans it up for the Queens. They are really starting to dominate on the offensive glass. Rogers again goes hard. Anderson went harder. Collects it there in transition. Gives it up to PG. Spacing's gone a little bit awry. Hokianga being the menace that she is, but Mansfield goes one better.
Yeah, I like this matchup a lot. And again, I thought Palace did a great job up until the end there. You see it sticking with her, fighting through that screen. And just a little nudge there at the end to get the foul call. Good job from Mansfield, though, handling the pressure.
35 years of age, Mansfield, a true veteran through and through. 11 seasons in the WNBL. She's just recently played NBL 1 for North Adelaide. Has played for the Australian Opals. Played for the Australian Kangaroos at the 2024 Olympics. She is seasoned. And I don't mean old. I mean she's experienced. Just to clarify. Now I've dug myself in a hole, so we're going to go back to the action.
Get your shovel.
Oh, how about that, Davidson? 12 O-boards for the Tokomanawa Queens and 12 points for Penina Davidson.
That is a massive number, and we're still 4 minutes shy of halftime.
Mansfield had plenty of space in that one. Just can't see the bottom of the net. 1 from 9 from downtown for the Kāhu. Beck. Always solid, Stella Beck. Again, Erin Bowman. She's very upset with these referees. But I believe that is her 3rd case-in.
That is a big loss for the Kāhu if she goes to the bench now. 4 minutes left to play. We'll see it here. Stella Beck, good recognition, wide open lane. And then Bowman just came over to help and barely fouled her, but was called for it anyway.
8 points for Stella Beck tonight, challenging this defense. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block already. And she's drawn 3 fouls as Bowman is forced to sit with 3 fouls. That was that first one. Stella Beck shooting it at 56% from the Chemist Warehouse. Can't make the second. 15 points the difference here. Doable for the Kāhu. Ronell gets it to Tauihi. Tauihi to Mansfield. Mansfield kicks it out to Jacobs. Spacing is awry here. Jacobs forced to throw one up. A great stop for the Queens. Basham blows by right now. It's all going for the Kāhu, for the Queens, sorry, not for the Kāhu.
Yeah, I don't think Rynell wanted to commit another foul there, so unfortunately for them, gave up an easy 2.
It's really been Queens all along. No hint of momentum for the Kāhu, and that doesn't help either.
And again, you can just see and sense the frustration with the Kāhu. Can't get a handle on their offense right now. Queens just applying the pressure, making it difficult. And this young lady right here doing the most on the PG.
28% from the field for the Kāhu. It's just an explanation of things going wrong for them. Beck off the back rim, gets her own O-board and goes one better. It is a 19-point lead.
She just never stops going, Stella Beck. She's just the little engine that could. Yeah, she's in every play, disrupting plays. She's just an all-around vet.
11 points now for Stella Beck, and that was her 3rd offensive rebound, taking it up to 14 on the game for the Queens. They are one of the best rebounding teams in the league. That 44 a game coming into this. The Kāhu were in 4th at 36 a game. That was always going to be an issue. Mansfield, speaking of issues, Palasokianga is being one right now. Gets another foul on Mansfield. She'll take a seat, the young 18-year-old point guard. Current Tulfrin's point guard. Battles it out, Mansfield from the Chemist Warehouse.
She's shooting 75% on the season.
Goes 1 for 2. A little bit of hope there. 18 is the lead still for the Queens. And it's just been that way from the get-go. Right out of the gates, they've exploded with this energy, the Queens. Burrows drops it off to Brown. Steps through Brown. And it's rebounded well by the Kāhu. Be happy they didn't give up another O-board. Tauihi drops it down to Rynell. That's a moving screen call on Rynell. Foul on Tauihi. Can't quite see what the call is there, but either way, the Kāhu are not happy.
Oh, we'll see it here. Screen from Rynell. Maybe just a lateral shift there right at the last moment. I believe that's 2 fouls on her.
Park loves that shot. Doesn't even move the net.
Just a pure shooter, J.U. Park. Right off that screen. Beautiful screen set for the Queens. All things going the Queens' way.
It's officially now a 20-point lead. Just to confirm, that was an offensive foul on Hayley Rynell in that last position with a moving screen. And to no surprise, it's going to be a timeout here for Jody Cameron. What do you think the communication here is from Coach Jody?
There's a lot to unpack, but again, the one thing you can't control is the referees, right? So that's something you've got to throw out the window because they're going to make their calls. You've got to move past it. They have got to start producing on offense. And again, one of your leading scorers right now. She's getting the open bunnings. She's crashing the offensive board. She's doing well on defense as well as she can against the big bodies. You've got to finish the easy shots. Those are the ones that are keeping this deficit so large. They're missing the easy ones. And again, defensively, they can't let Penina and Lou Brown and Stella Beck continue to get offensive rebounds. I mean, that is the story of this half. They've capitalized, the Queens have capitalized on their second chance opportunities. Again, with 13 or 14 offensive rebounds now, it's just unacceptable if you're the Kāhu.
100%. 5 O-boards for Penina Davidson, makes her a total 8. She's up to 12 points already, 8 rebounds for Lou Brown and 4 rebounds for Beck, 3 of them coming at the offensive end. And it's no surprise. It'd definitely be on the scouting report that they are good rebounders, Kaysen.
Well, you're not going to keep them to 0 ever. They're too tall, they're too long, and they're too great at what they do. But you have to minimize it. Clear them out of the lane as best as you can and hope they don't get the long board.
Well, let's see what the Kāhu can come up with here. Bowman in there with 3 fouls and makes an impact straight away.
Great footwork, elite footwork from Bowman. Again, the poise, the patience, the balance. You'll see it here on the replay. Nice little up and under. Gets Jaeyoon Park off her feet just enough to commit the foul at the end.
Great pick up late in the piece by the Kāhu, Erin Bowman. 32 years old, out of Missouri. Has spent the last 4 years in NBL 1. Most recently with Sunshine Coast Phoenix. Surprised she wasn't picked up earlier. There you go, the O-board from Asia Anderson. Another chance here for the Kāhu. Can they get things to connect offensively? Mansfield snakes the on-ball. It's tipped away by the Queens.
Again, just a great rotation from the Queens. Time and time again. Such a strong defensive team.
8 turnovers now for the Kāhu. Beck does well to not turn the ball over. Great pass, Lou Brown. Quick little 1-2, you love to see it.
You just love the dynamic duo of the bigs for the Queens. They're always looking for each other, and I love that.
20 points stays the difference. Mansfield into Bowman, it's off the ball foul.
That'll be against Asia Anderson. Again, just too aggressive on the screen.
Really got to be careful here, the Kāhu. They're going to run out of players soon. You just got to be very disciplined about your off-ball and your on-ball screening. It is no doubt the Buttercut officials are paying close attention to the way that these players are screening. It's been happening all year and all season long. Anderson's got to be careful here too. Brown gets the finish on the left.
She has been elite with her finishes tonight, just taking the hits, taking the pressure, and getting them nice, easy 2s.
9 points for Lou Brown. Already 2 of her teammates in double digits. She's very close. Anderson fires away. Bowman is a Energizer bunny at the moment, but it's tipped away by the Queens. Beck.
Oh.
Yeah, that was an easy call for the Buttercut officials.
Just got a little bit spun around on that play.
Just laughs it off.
Yeah.
Stella Beck fashion.
She'll make it up with 4 more steals. It's fine.
Yeah, probably 4 more offensive rebounds, a couple of easy 2s. She'll be right.
Yeah, she'll be right.
22 points the Queens sit at. No fear though, they were up 20 points against the Puakai last week, and what happened? Massive second half swing, so it's not over until it's over. Anderson, same spot, same result. Final possession here for the Queens. This would really be a dagger if it goes. Over to Brown. Finds Davidson on the buzzer. Oh, no good. Thought that might go, Casey.
I thought it looked pretty good from our angle.
And how about that for the Tokomanawa Queens? A decisive and convincing 47-25 first half. Grab a cup of tea, grab some popcorn. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the Chemist Warehouse stats.
the Richter City Red. Make some noise if you feel good. Yeah! Check it out, we're the Richter City Rebels, live and direct from right here in Tokomanawa. And I think it's about time. I don't know about you guys, it might be time for some funky stuff. What do you feel like doing? Can we play you guys some funky stuff? Alright, check it out. This song is called I Feel Like Funking It Up, and that is what we're about to do. That makes some noise for our bass player that's ever had away.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back whānau as we treated to some delightful halftime entertainment. These guys really getting into it here in Porirua, putting on an absolute show for the people.
Wow. That saxophone has seen some miles.
Yes, absolutely right. It has, and Tokomanawa Queens are getting jazzed up by it. 47-25 the lead, Kason.
An unbelievable defensive performance, let alone offensive performance from the Queens. They absolutely dominated that first half.
Let's dive into some Chemist Warehouse stats, shall we? And wow, we.
The beast was fed. Tanina Davidson, 14 points in the first half. She is on ways to a 30-piece tonight. Stella Beck, again, another stellar performance for her. 11 for her, 9 for Lou Brown, 7 for Geo Park. And on the other side, 8 for Mansfield. Bowman with 6, Curtin with 4, Rynell with just 3. Struggling a bit offensively, but she is taking a beating on defense. She's doing well, but it's a tough ask for her. Tanina Davidson with almost a double-double already. 9 rebounds, 8 for Lou Brown. Again, Kāhu not following the scouting report, keeping their rebounds to a minimum. 7 for Bowman. She has been the Energizer Bunny for the Kāhu, like you mentioned earlier. 5 for Rynell, 5 for Basham, and 3 for Anderson. 4 apiece for Beck and Park. And you see there the Queens just sharing the ball, distributing the ball extremely well amongst themselves. 3 apiece for Park and Brown. 2 apiece for Davidson, Beck, and Hokianga. Lauren Mansfield with 2. Tupaya and Bowman with 1. Man, that's just been the story. Queens moving the ball well, scoring well. 4 blocks for the Queens. Quite a stat. None so far for the Kāhu, but it's just been the testament of that first half. The Queens just stellar defensive performance. And you see there the steals, 4-2. Beck with 1, all of the others with 1 as well. It's just been Queens basketball.
It has been all the Queens so far today. Kaysen, what can we expect for the second half?
At this stage in the game, the Kāhu, I know they're trying to iron out the wrinkles. They've got to step it up defensively and hope that it leads to easy transition offense.
47-25 is the lead, but 20 more minutes of basketball still to come here on Sky Sport. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. No mai hoki mai whānau, welcome back to the second half of action here for these Wahine Tour on your Friday evening. It is the Tokomanawa Queens, the team that is second in the Tauihi race with a convincing lead, 47, sorry I should say, to 25 at halftime. Maya Williamson, Kaysen Bookman alongside. Kaysen, everything's gone right for the Queens tonight.
Absolutely everything, and absolutely nothing has gone right for the Kāhu, unfortunately. Looking at the stats here, field goal percentage-wise, Kāhu with 28% from the field versus 47% from the Queens. Again, Queens capitalizing down low, feeding the beasts. They're doing an excellent job getting in the paint. Three-pointers, 1 for 11 at 9% for the Kāhu. Not much better on the Queens side, but again, like we mentioned, doing it all on the inside. From the free throw line, both teams struggling just a tad. 4 from 6 for the Kāhu, 4 from 8 for the Queens. So again, rebounding 32 for the Queens to 18 for the Kāhu.
That's the kicker.
And a lot of those are offensive.
13 offensive rebounds. There's your good health mix and pick poll. Who will get the win? Scan the QR code and have your say. Whanau is going to come up a couple of more times, but if you are loyal to the Queens or you're loyal to the Kāhu, scan the QR code, have your say, put in your thoughts. There's definitely some Kāhu fans still kicking around. That's good to see.
That is great to see. You know, you got to believe in your team. If you're a true fan, you're a ride or die. No matter what the season has brought, you got to ride with your team.
For anyone just tuning in at home, Christy Wallace out tonight. I heard the rumor that she is overseas in Aussie, sitting her firefighting exams, something of the sort. Talk about a boss whacking it.
A true queen.
Literally. Literally embodying what's on her singlet. And the Queens, not a bad output without their fearless leader. Not a bad output at all. Just about to get underway here in the second half. Having a good old giggle, those two. Good to see the spirits are still high.
Well, if you don't laugh, you cry at this stage.
This is true. Again, if you're just tuning in, a winless Northern Kāhu team. 0-8 on the season. They are out of playoff contention, playing for pride, and playing to make things a bit spicier for all the other teams.
You know, those are words that I would have never expected to hear come out of your mouth.
A winless Kāhu team. Yeah, it is an absolute shock to all basketball fans around the nation, I think, Kaysen. And here we go, the second half of action. Tauihi Basketball for your Friday evening. Let's see if the Kāhu can make a surge and get within touching distance, just brick by brick, little by little. That won't help for Hayley right now on the Kāhu.
Yeah, again, great job cleaning up the boards there for the Queens, not giving the second chance to the Kāhu.
Beck turns it over straight away for the Queens. Here's a chance. Goes up against Beck right now. Is having a tough day. Kept in bounds by Hokianga. Slows it up, the 18-year-old. Gets the on ball from Panina. It's Davidson it goes. She's been dominant tonight.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
It's about time she missed.
Yeah.
Jacobs to Paya. Gets it back to Jacobs. Gets the on ball from Curtin. Beck goes under. Jacobs fires. And it's a great stop. Panina Davidson, they erupt. 14 points and 11 rebounds goes Davidson. Hokianga got the step on Tupaya. Gets the foul. Jacobs not happy about that one.
Yeah, it's a great recognition there from Palace. Obviously, he's got the quickness on Tupaya. And the rotation from the Kāhu produces the foul. Possession back to the Queens.
Park. Very in control of the Queens here. Park loves that shot, never gonna miss it. Ji-Yun Park up to 9 points.
She has such a sweet inside jumper, again off the dribble. So nice from Ji-Yun Park.
Cross screen action, Abby Curtin missed. Mansfield with the ball, flips it around to Rynell. Tipped away by the Queens, will keep position. The Kāhu, bit of a forced pass there from Mansfield.
Just slightly, but works in favor of the Kāhu.
Mansfield finds Jacobs. Wants the on ball. Takes on Davidson, but not in Porirua, says P. Davidson.
Not today. Tough to go up against Panina Davidson down low. She's too big.
Barely looked like she tried to block that at all.
Maybe got a credit card under her, under her feet on that one.
Didn't even break a sweat doing it, Panina Davidson. Curtin launches it. Has been that kind of day for the Kāhu. Nothing going. Curtin, great slip, great cut. Can't go one better this time. Anderson rips it out of midair. Can they go? Third time's the charm. They cannot. 3 bites of the cherry, no bucket. There's gutting scenes for the Kāhu. Brown couldn't find the slipping Stella Beck. A sign of relief.
Yeah, I mean, a little lackadaisical on the defensive side for the Queens, and then just a little bit lackadaisical. But, I mean, they have such a nice buffer that they can afford to make those mistakes.
Feel the Queens don't want to get too comfortable. Blew a 20-point lead last week at halftime in this exact scenario against the mainland Pakai. But it's not going to help if the Kāhu continue the streak from downtown. They have a 1 from 15 from 3. Lou Brown misses the first, misses the second, and won't even have an opportunity for a third.
She's padding her rebounding stats, though, I will say that. Tough there, tough luck underneath.
Must say Lou Brown, with 9 points so far, has surpassed 300 career Tauihi points. So congratulations, Lou Brown. Of course, had a stellar season with the Queens in 2024. Great give and grow. Tali Tupaia and Abby Curtin. And that's a great sign for the Kāhu. They get their first bucket of the quarter.
Yeah, much needed. First bucket of the quarter, and we're nearly 4 minutes into this second half.
Just tipped away slightly, and will stay with the Queens. Let's take a look on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. The great connection between those two.
Yeah, excellent stuff there. Great recognition on the defensive mishap from the Queens. And they got the easy two, but again, you talked about the 20-point blowout where they let the lead slip. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight if you're the Queens fans.
Referees overturned that call there and gave the ball actually to the Kāhu. Tupaia misfired, thought Curtin was cutting. She was not. Turnovers starting to creep up for the Kāhu. That's 10 on the game. Beck turns the corner, finds Davidson. Davidson fouled by Tupaia. No arguments about that one.
No, not at all. Again, if you're going to foul Penina, don't give her the and one. Great job there. Great pass from Stella Beck. Good job hitting the paint, finding the beast inside. And now Davidson will have a chance for 2.
14 points and 13 rebounds for Penina Davidson. No one else does it like her, the 30-year-old seasoned tall fern. Was with, of course, the Kāhu in 2024 and 2023. Averaged 12 points and 9 rebounds last year. But has truly enjoyed the move to the Tokomanawa Queens. Oh. Beck, no surprise she's been sent to the floor. Seen that one too many times. Rynell hesitated. Losing a bit of confidence with how she shot the ball tonight. Hansfield rejects the screen. Miscommunication, and who else other than the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year, Stella Beck.
Again, Stella Beck there to clean up the mess from the Kāhu. Easy 2 points.
2 steals for the Leeds leader in that category. And that's the summary of the night for the Kāhu. They just cannot find the bottom of the net.
And then the ball finds its hands into Penina Davidson's hands, and Jiu Park with the triple from deep.
And the right smile. She's just having fun with it. Jiu Park up to double digits now, 12 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Rynell, dirty day at the office for Rynell. She's 1 for 9. Great looks, just can't find that success. Oh! Hokianga lost him! And then she lost her footwork.
Oh man, that would have been a highlight reel.
I think she got a bit too excited there, Hokianga. Didn't quite realize what she'd done. Jacobs! There's a welcome sign for the Kāhu, their second triple of the night. What a relief. 25 points is the difference. Mind that clock at the moment. Sorry, Fano, just trying to get that sorted out. Plenty of time still to play. Turnover for the Tokomanawa Queens. Mansfield. Oh, and again. Right now is whistled for a moving screen. How many times can we witness this?
It's happening time and time again, so you've got to take your time, set your feet, and try not to shuffle them, because she's been called for that twice now on the night.
3 fouls for Ryanell now. Kiriana Hippolyte in the game for the first time tonight. Basham. Burrows. Brown sets the pin down for Park. Park. Textbook basketball. Play off 2 feet. Get your player in the air. You absolutely love to see it.
Oh, just a chef's kiss there from Jaeyoon Park.
Mansfield trying to find an advantage. Says why not? Can't connect. It's been a tough night for her as well. 2 from 10 now from the field. Oh, Park, the spin cycle. Loves a bit of footwork, Jaeyoon Park.
She is putting on a clinic. Youngsters watching at home, watch the footwork of Jaeyoon Park. She is phenomenal in the paint.
Park in her second Tauihi season, 15.5 points a game and 5.5 rebounds in all 14 games for the Queens last year. She's having a great season this season as well. 15.5 points, 4 assists, just under 8 rebounds. 7th in scoring, 7th in assists, 3rd in steals, 9th in rebounding. One of the best players in this league.
Oh, without a doubt. She's consistent, you know? You can always count on her to bring the energy, tough on defense, and again, she's just always involved in the play.
Tapia. Rynell lets it fly this time without hesitation, and way off to the left. Brings the Kāhu now to 2 from 18 from 3-point land.
And that is really tough, especially in this day and age. You've got to get it going from 3.
Basham stops on a dime. Great board. Aisha Anderson is snatching them. That's her 6th of the game. Jacobs finds an opening, gets the M1.
Jacobs coming alive here in the second half. I really like her energy. Excellent take to the basket. She'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
7 points now for Jacobs. Her second game with the Kāhu. Just 24 years of age out of Turf, has spent in the last NBL 1 season, sorry, with the Perry Lake Hawks. Can't make that free throw count. Another rebound for Lou Brown, and that's her 10th of the game. Gives it to Rogers. Don't want to give Rogers too much space from downtown. Anderson, another rebound. Jacobs gives it to Tapia, who's going to bully her away through. Tapia, she can do that a lot more often.
Oh, absolutely right. She has that ability to go anytime she wants.
Just her 4th point of the game, Tapia. Kept very quiet today. Anderson, a little cheap shot foul there on Brown. Bowman there waiting to sub in for Jacobs. Mikay Schroeder in the mix as well, the 17-year-old Rapid League star. And just like that, Lou Brown joins the double-double club. 10 points and 10 rebounds on the night for her. 3 assists and a steal to go alongside that. A dominant performance here by the Queens, Kaysen.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
Not much else.
Bowman. Goes on Rogers. Back out to Schroeder. No inch of space here for the Kāhu right now. Continues a tough day at the office. Burrows giving some directions. Beck into Brown. Great movement here for the Queens. Back to Burrows. Oh, that is just one heck of a possession there for the Tokomanawa Queens. Limited dribbles, a lot of passes. That is perfect.
And it's so hard to defend. Again, rubbing off of the big at the top of the key. And just love the 1-2 game from the two bigs from the Queens. Great look there from the top of the key from Penina.
Brown again at the Chemist Warehouse. Her second trip. Just spent some time there and back already. Jodie Cameron and Tauihi Basketball having a little corridor with the Barter card officials there. Teetering on a 30-point lead for the Queens. Look, we knew they were the favourites coming in, Kaysen, but I didn't quite expect this to be the damage.
Yeah, I mean, when you know you're out of playoff contention, it's tough. It is tough to dig deep and to play for pride, because at that point in the season, you've lost your first 8. And it's just really tough to come back from. So to grind it out against this tough Queens squad has truly been an assignment for the Kāhu.
Bowman got the step on Brown and managed to draw the foul. She'll head to the Chemist Warehouse for her second time tonight. Let's take a look on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Would love to see more of that out of the American.
Yeah, absolutely. She's another one that has the ability to go and obviously take the contact. Just anything to get the Kāhu going, I think they will be happy with. Paint touches are always great for offense.
Can't argue with the paint touch.
Can't.
This is the second Bowman. I just want to get any points on the board right now, the Kāhu.
Penina's on 17 rebounds so far, for those keeping track at home.
I want to see a 20-point, 20-rebound game from Penina. Oh, Talia Tsubaya blocks it away from Lou Brown. A hint of success here for the Kāhu. Almost throws it away, Emma K. Schroeder. Bowman dances with Riley Rogers. Bowman, the cutting Rynell. Rynell again can't get it to go, but does draw the foul.
And great offensive work there from Bowman. Again, the patience and a great cut from Rynell. Taking the hit from Rogers, so she'll have a chance here to add 2 more to the Kāhu score.
Just 26 years old, Hayley Rynell, like we mentioned. A great season with the Pauakai last year. Has spent the last 4 seasons in Mount Gambier in NBL 1 South. Has played in Switzerland and Germany. And also owns a web design and software business on the side.
Nice little side hustle.
That's just what these Wahine are doing. Some successful women around the country playing pro ball here, and we absolutely love to see it. Hokianga finds an inch of space, gets to the rim, the 18-year-old.
Yeah, she is feisty. I love her tenacity. Again, fighting through the defense every inch of the way. And she'll have a chance from the Chemist. Almost lost her footing there at the end.
Hokianga just announced her commitment to Portland University to go and play basketball in her collegiate career. Will join fellow Kiwi Flo Dallo. Emmy Shearer for the Phi just recently graduated from there. Malika Samia, another player that was in that program. Seemed like an easy choice for Pallas Hokianga, so congratulations, Pally. Big future ahead. Looks like it'll be the final possession for the BNZ Kāhu. Bowman slips it over to Curtin, who gets the finish. That's a great look.
That's an amazing look from the Kāhu. Great heads-up play. Queen switch. You've got mouse on big. Easy look underneath, right over the top of the hands of Pallas Hokianga. Great cut there from Abby Curtin.
Just 8 points on the night for Curtin. She's averaging 12.5 points a game. 47% from the field, very efficient. Can't make that count. Rynell finds another opportunity for the Kāhu. Dying seconds of this one. Goes through to Paya. finds Bowman, and they'll be happy with that, the Kāhu. Queens will launch, and it'll be no good. It's a 63 to 40 lead for the Tokomanawa Queens. 10 minutes of basketball still to play. Whānau, just take a look on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. More of that in these next 10 minutes for the Kāhu. We'll just have to see.
Do we understand? Do you understand? On your mark, get set, ready, go! You went up a little bit of a record, grab everybody 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And quickly go back to the hook that you were at. Shoot ball. Oh, we have a winner! Congratulations, there you are. Brilliant, got a couple of seconds. Is there anyone on this side of the arena got a birthday? Does anyone here have a birthday? Anyone? Does anyone know anyone here that has a birthday? Does Lily have a birthday? Lily has a birthday. Happy birthday, Lily, on behalf of the Tokomanawa Queens. Have a great evening. Also, we have to say happy birthday to Jazz. Hello, Jazz, everyone, Jazz is down here. Wish you a happy birthday. On behalf of all the guys, here you go. Happy birthday.
Ten minutes of basketball still to be played here. Iti Whānau and Te Rauparaha Arena, Porirua, the home of the Tokomanawa Queens, who are putting on an absolute show for us tonight. A 23-point lead for the team vying for a first place spot, and the winless Kāhu have had the life sucked out of them tonight, Kaysen.
Yeah, they truly have, but credit to the Queens where credit is due. They have made their life an absolute I was going to say a living HE double hockey sticks. Stella back in transition yet again. Great look from the Queens.
It's been some pretty basketball all night long for the Tokomanawa Queens. Kāhu playing for pride now.
Oh.
Bowman, little fade away. She's been nice tonight. 11 points and 7 rebounds for the American.
Nice little reverse off the left foot.
Beck. Davidson finds the seal on Park, has the younger Schroeder on her. Davidson has had herself a night. Great board from Mansfield. Bowman gets the screen from Rynell. And straight into the hands of Benita Davidson, unfortunately for Bowman. Great pass from Basham. Oof, fouled on the way down. Park has taken a bit of a beating tonight. Couple of instances where she's been on the floor. This will be another trip to the Chemist Warehouse. Let's take a look on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Gian Park, 15 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, and there she is sitting pretty at the top of the Good Health Mix and Pick MVP poll. Scan that QR code and have your say. You at home can determine who is the MVP for tonight. So get amongst and vote for your favourite players, and I think Gian Park is a fair shout.
A definite fair shout. She has had quite the game tonight. But Benita Davidson deserves a little bit more love, I must say.
15 points and 18 rebounds for Davidson. She's got 3 assists as well and 3 blocks.
She has
Come
been
on.
insane.
Schroeder now getting some valuable minutes down the stretch here. Mansfield tipped away by Basham, keeps it alive. Finds some space. No luck. Curtin tries to make something work again. Jacobs just had her tail on the line.
I will say Basham is a sneaky good defender. She has disrupted a lot of one-on-one situations, and she's just in there at the right time. Look out for her. She's a great defender.
She's had a really good impact coming into this Queens side, just playing a role, and like you said, being a pesky defender. Great cut by Beck. Fouled on her way in. And that's been an issue for tonight. The Kāhu just struggling with that discipline defensively.
Yeah, just a lot of fouls, especially on offense. A lot of careless shuffling of the feet, for lack of better terminology, when setting the on-ball screens.
8 minutes to go here in Porirua. I think it's pretty safe to say the Kāhu are gonna go to 0 and 9. I mean, it's a pretty early call, but this is a dominant performance for the Queens.
I mean, that's a big call. You never know what can happen in 8 minutes. You never know.
I should be more optimistic, shouldn't I?
Yeah, glass half full. Come on now.
Another foul goes against Amy Jacobs, I believe that one was. Davidson. Backs down on Rynell. Can't get the finish. Grabs her 19th rebound and gets the end one. Too big, too strong. Penina Davidson for MVP.
Penina cleared Lou Brown out of the play as well. You'll see it here. Nice little rebound. Oh, Lou Brown cleared herself out. She got poked in the eye. But again, Penina just doing Penina things. Smile on her face. Love to see her enjoying it.
Yep, having a giggle. Penina Davidson doing this all against her former team as well. Must feel that extra bit good.
Oh, it always does. And if you say it doesn't, you're lying.
Can't make it from the Chemist Warehouse though. Won't complete the three-point play. Gets the drag from Rynell. Second side action back to the third side for Mansfield. Had a good advantage. Finds it out to Curtin. She releases from downtown. Great look.
Excellent pass there from Mansfield. Good recovery. Finding the open shooter on the wing.
Looks a bit better when they get it on that third side, second side action and actually get some movement, Kaysen.
Exactly right. And that's what they've kind of been missing this season, is getting that flow on offense.
Park dances with Schroeder. Schroeder does a great job to hold her ground. They come up with the rebound. Mansfield. Silky smooth handles in transition. Finds Rynell. Rynell some success on the field.
Oh, she'll love to see that basket go in. Again, another great look from the Kāhu. Will be a timeout on the floor.
Tokomanawa Queens just wanting to chat things over here. Don't want to let too much of this Kāhu momentum go. It's only back to 20.
Like I said, early days to make a big call like you did earlier.
Yeah, I might have jinxed it. 20% off any large pizza. How about that? Scan the QR code and dig in, or use Swish 2025 as your online code. You can have it now, or you can have it for the double header that we have on Sunday. Let it get through your Sunday afternoon, or that can be Friday evening dinner.
You can take your lotto winnings and go to Sal's Pizza.
Well, as I've just read on stuff, actually, Kaysen, you have almost no chance of winning the lotto. Who would have thought?
Well, they just don't want anyone stealing their chances, you know?
Sus. Chemist Warehouse, of course, the official stats partner of Tauihi Basketball. And how about this engagement? How good have the Queens done this season at engaging with their fans and getting a community built around them?
Oh, I mean, I think it's just built over the seasons, you know? They've really got a great community down there who love to come out and support these women on a Friday night. Some of the best fans in the league, I'd say.
Absolutely, they've done a phenomenal job down in Wellington, building that community and engagement. A lot of aspiring basketballers there. Beck dumps it over to Davidson.
Oh, no!
She misses the bunny. Davidson puts her hand up in recognition.
Oh, it was just too good to be true.
Curtin, that was an easy call for the Bartercard officials. There is your game MVP mix and pick poll. Scan the QR code final and have your say. You can determine the game MVP. And right now, it's Abby Curtin, according to those at home. Penina Davidson and Gian Park up there as well. Just got the word as well, Kaysen. Penina Davidson has set the season record for rebounds. This year's again 20 rebounds for Penina Davidson to go along with 17 points. How good is that?
Oh, she's just been incredible tonight. So fun to watch. And again, against her former team, it's got to feel good.
Brown. Oh, from the free throw line. Okay, Brown.
I like that shot from Lou Brown. Excellent.
A double-double for her as well tonight. 15 points and 12 rebounds. Mansfield floats it over to Rynell. Snatches it at Mania. Does Penina Davidson. Hokianga has a go from downtown. Dallas Hokianga.
Oh, why not, youngster? Take the shot the first time. You were wide open. You got a huge lead. I love that from her, though. Always looking for her teammates.
Rynell got it from Mansfield and answers right back with a triple of her own.
Love to see the three-pointers going in at this stage in the game.
Basham. Ball flowing through Davidson. Back out to Hokianga. Around the defense goes Hokianga. Slings it over to Brown. Davidson has 21 rebounds and 19 points.
She's got magnets in her hands. I swear, the ball just finds her.
Like I said, has set and obliterated at this point the season record of rebounds previously set by Jessie Edwards with 15, 21 for Davidson, and Curtin goes back to the Chemist Warehouse.
Yep. Basham really raking up the fouls here against Abby Curtin. Again, nice dish there from Talia Tupaya. Your current MVP.
She's getting the love from the Kāhu fans. Again, scan that QR code, brought to you by Good Health and the trusted Viralex range, providing immune support for you and your whānau, available now at Chemist Warehouse. Curtin's got 11 points on the night. A bit of a quieter night for her. She makes a second from charity stripe. Just under 5 minutes to go in this one, whānau. Beck. Finds Brown. Back to Park, who's had herself a night. And slowing down for the Queens here. A good defensive set so far. Beck can't get the bucket to go, but will get the foul.
And just the vet doing vet things. Stella Beck. Jody Cameron just can't believe the Kāhu's luck tonight.
Let's see that again on the GJ Gardner Holmes, a replay. I think it's a fair call from the Bartercard officials. Abby Curtin had turned her body to the side, trying to get out of the way, but unfortunately didn't get out of the way in time. Talk about a good night. Stella Beck, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of those offensive, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block in 30 minutes. Makes second. This lead has just stayed convincing for the Queens since the get-go, really. Schroeder. Davidson!
Dunk it!
Give me that! There you go, Penina Davidson. 20 points, 20 rebounds. It is absolutely phenomenal. She's one of the best to do it, Kaysen.
She is so fun to watch. Again, just can't seem to miss tonight. Can't miss a rebound either.
Kāhu still going hard, still creating opportunities. Right now, still having a tough night. It's going to stay, thankfully, with the Kāhu. Take a look there on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. That's a girl that plays 5.
Yeah, she's
coming out and getting a steal in transition.
Just handling the ball like a champ, full court, and a well-deserved rest for Penina Davidson.
It is a career night for Penina Davidson. Her previous best on the rebounding efforts is 20. She's beaten that by 1, and it's another tough night for the Kāhu. Another tough decision and another foul.
Yeah, another offensive foul, unfortunately, for the Kāhu. Seems to be the story of their night. Can't catch a break on offense. Mansfield, you can just see it, the frustration written all over her face. As Morton Jones checks into the game for Abby Curtin.
Great to see these Rapid players getting a little bit of burn down the stretch. I mean, you may as well.
Exactly right. Get them some experience, get them some time on the floor.
Back up to Hokianga. Dasham. Ball moving nicely for the Queens. Brown. And back to Hokianga. Nice hard show. Dishes it into Brown, who dishes it into Park, who dishes it back to, running out of breath, and then they sit out of bounds. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Ji-Yoon Park had the youngster pinned for quite a bit of time. Just couldn't get the pass in there where she needed it. And again, turnover to the Queens.
Again, whānau, scan that QR code. Have your say for the Good Health Mix and Pick MVP poll. Abby Curtin, the leader at the moment. Morton Jones, thought about it for a sec. Schroeder to Morton Jones, back to Mansfield. Their fearless leader and captain, and that's just been the night for the Kāhu.
Just a lid on the rim on both sides for the Kāhu.
Hokianga shrugs off a bit of contact, gives it to Brown. Can't go downtown, Lou Brown. Mansfield gets the cross. Just running out of space here. The Kāhu so congested offensively. Mansfield uses that ball screen from Rynell. Took a little knock, I thought. Rynell knocked out of bounds by Brown. It's going to stay with the Kāhu. Mansfield looks like she's going to go have a break, and a well-deserved one at that. She has worked hard today, Casey.
She well and truly has deserved a rest. Tried her best to get this team going offensively. Just not their night.
Schroeder is going to take a trip to the chemist warehouse. The young gun has really implemented herself in this fourth quarter. See that on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. No good on the first, but we'll try to get some Tauihi points on the board. Battles it in. Emma K. Schroeder, her first Tauihi points of tonight. Can't go on the second. Here comes Paige Burrows and the Queen. So explosive. She's tripped up by Erin Bowman, and that was an easy call for the Bartercard officials. Just needs a set down there on the floor.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough fall. And yet she can really push the pace. She just has another gear. Caught herself on her shoulder there. She's all right. Puts the Queens into the bonus.
Of course, Tokomanawa Queens still playing hard because for them, their win count matters and their points percentage matters. So they need to score as many points as they can while keeping Kāhu to the lowest deficit they can. That could help down the stretch if it came to a tiebreaker, determining where they finish on the ladder.
I think they, as a team, need to spend some time on the free throw line in trainings this week or before their next game. Currently shooting 56% from the line, which is not great, but they have taken 24 trips, which is great.
Yeah, done a great job putting Kāhu in some troubling defensive positions. Morton Jones. Anderson for the mid-range. Burrows loving the energy from her so far. Out to Basham. Basham thought about it. Does a great job. The Kāhu here to get stopped. Just 2 minutes to play in this one. Bowman rejects it. A little bit of spice in that one. Shot clock's winding down now. Arita Kāhu in the game, the 15-year-old. Finds Morton Jones. The easy mid-range bucket goes.
Might have been the easiest basket of the night for the Kāhu.
I'll definitely be asking, where was that earlier? Kediana Hippolyte tries to get the cross on Anderson. Spins back to the right hand and a highlight reel from Kediana Hippolyte.
Oh, she's such a special player to watch. We see it time and time again in Rapid League, and here she is stepping up to the plate.
1.5 minutes to go in this one. The Tokomanawa Queens have led for the entirety. Stripped away by Basham, who has been a pesky defender all night long, Kaysen. Hippolyte rejects the handoff, finds the cutting Nahala Tuelu, who's also 15 years old. A lot of young talent on the floor right now that you're seeing. Basham tried to get the block on Schroeder. Schroeder off to the Chemist Warehouse again.
Is that Basham's 4th or 5th?
Let's take a look. It is Basham's 3rd.
Oh, I was off.
Love the aggressiveness from Basham defensively tonight. Schroeder, good on the first from the Chemist Warehouse. Was named the MVP of the 2025 Secondary School Nationals. 4 titles in a row with Westlake girls. The 3rd high school to ever do that. Just under 1 minute to go here. Whanau in a decisive Tokomanawa Queens win and 1. Paige Burrows nonchalant with the celebration too.
Love that from her. She is so explosive. I really like her play. She pushes the pace. Anytime they have a chance in transition, she just has another gear. You see her crossing up the defender, getting Bowman in a spin cycle, and then capitalizing on the other end. Chance for the 3-point play.
Just 20 years of age, Paige Burrows out of Melbourne. Goes good on that one. 5 points for the young gun. Last couple of possessions here for the Kāhu. Morton Jones. Kahuta. Finds the slipping Tinney. Kitty Tinney, of course, Jodie Cameron's daughter, and fouled by Rogers. A couple of late fouls in this one, just extending the end of this game. Looks like both teams have well and truly cleared their bench. We're back to Rapid League. Great to see Tinney back in the mix for the Kāhu. Of course, was there for their 2023 championship year. Took a year off and back amongst now. And great to see her getting some Tauihi minutes as well. Makes a second as Keely Tinney. Few possessions left inside this game. It has been all Tokomanawa Queens in this one. They have been in control for 40 minutes. Rogers can't make it as she launches. And it's going to be a BNZ player timeout called by the Kāhu, looking to get their final bucket of this one. Good to see them taking charge of their leadership on court. Scan the QR code for your chance to win tickets to this season's games. Whanau running out of time, so make sure you get a must. What's it going to be here, Kaysen? Who are you going to?
Ooh, I'm going a give and go to Wallace.
Here's Schroeder.
Schroeder, sorry.
Hey, Christy Wallace hasn't played this whole game, Kaysen. There you go, there's that give and go. And she shoots it too. Schroeder off to the left. A great defensive effort for the Tokomanawa Queens to finish this one out. There is some happy chaps sitting there on the bench. The starting 5 put in one heck of a shift so far tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for tonight. Tokomanawa Queens, a decisive, comfortable and dominant win over the BNZ Kāhu. 84-59. They did not drop that once, Kaysen.
Well, I think they learned from their past mistakes. Again, they got the lead early and they held on, maintained it, and they kept the foot on the gas. Excellent job behind that lady right there. Penina Davidson having such a beast of a night.
There was opposite signs for the BNZ Kāhu, who still come out on top. The mix and pick MVP poll. Abby Curran right there on screen is your game MVP with 13 points, 2 rebounds. Penina Davidson and Jigen Park up there at the top as well. Tokomanawa Queens were sitting in second before this game. And if things work out for their points percentage, they have shot to first temporarily. And the Kāhu moved to 0 and 9.
Ugh, not a stat line you want to have.
Look at that for the Tokomanawa Queens. Great community, cohesiveness as a unit. At this end of the season, going into playoffs, they've got to be pretty stoked with how they played tonight.
Oh, absolutely right. And, you know, to maintain their composure and their professionalism late into the game when they had such a comfortable lead says a lot about, obviously, their maturity and their growth just from the last game.
Well, there's some pretty good performances tonight across the board, so I think it's only fair that we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Prepare to be wowed at home, whānau.
You just wait for it. 21 points for Penina Davidson, 16 apiece for Beck and Park. Brown with 15, Burrows with 5. Again, well-balanced performance from the Queens. 13 for Curtin, Bowman with 11, 9 for Reinell, 8 for Mansfield, and 7 for Jacobs. And what a performance from the Queens. 21 rebounds. You heard that right. It is not wrong. Those are the rebounds from Penina Davidson. And Lou Brown with 13 as well. 13 is massive. And Reinell with 11 as well for the Kāhu. Again, massive nights for the big women underneath. 7 apiece for Anderson and Bowman. 5 apiece for Park and Basham. And you see here the assists. Talia Tupaya, again, not her highest scoring night, but dishing the ball well to her team. 6 for Mansfield as well, and again, assists for the Queens, pretty well balanced amongst them all. Stella Beck leading the way with 4.
Just want to touch on that Penina Davidson rebounding stat as well. A career high in rebounds.
Insane performance, and 2 blocks to polish it off. Stella Beck, Hokianga, Basham, Anderson, and Tupaya with 1 piece. It just seemed like the ball always found Penina, no matter what, offense, defense. And you see there 3 steals. We were hoping she was going to dunk on one, but she let us down slightly, only in that department. We love you, Penina. Tupaya with 3 as well.
Oh, look at that. That is exactly why we do it, Kaysen. Look at the community and the young woman lining up to see and fangirling over Lou Brown. That is incredible to watch. And credit to the Tokomanawa Queens for what they've been able to build. Look at that. I'd be that excited too, to be fair.
Oh, that's so adorable. What a great community.
That's what this league has done. It's inspired these next generation of Kiwi basketballers and given young girls inspirations to look up to. Look at this crowd. Okay, we've said it all night long. Tokomanawa Queens have done a great job with their community. Such a convincing win on the night. We'll take a look at some upcoming fixtures before we let you go. The Queens, a very quick turnaround and jumping on a plane and heading down to the Dirty South to take on the Hoiho. The Whai play the Pōkai in a double header on Sunday. How exciting for Tauihi. And then the Hoiho and Pōkai rematch in the Edgar Centre. And the Kāhu have to bounce back against the Tauranga Whai on Friday at home. And that's all from us tonight here on Sky Sport. Thank you so much for joining us and for tuning in to a wonderful spectacle of women's basketball. This is what the Tauihi League does. This is the generation we're inspiring, and this is why we do it, whānau. Congratulations to the Tokomanawa Queen and a decisive win. Ka kite anō.